I'm a private practitioner dentist. I've been working here in Rockhampton for coming up to 30 years now. And, when I originally came to Rockhampton, I worked with my father for 15 years, and that was a fine partnership. 2012, I was doing a little bit of work in the garden, shifting some rocks around. Now, I've been in this house for 25 years, and I've got half an acre, and I can guarantee you I have shifted a lot of rocks around this yard. Crowbars and but mostly manual. I've had some heavy equipment in to move the bigger stuff, but when it comes to little walls or garden edges and that, shifting rocks is what I've done a lot of, and I just didn't get it quite right this time, and two rocks came together with my finger between them, and you get that sudden realisation that you've done something fairly significant. And as the wound is being produced, you're thinking, well, this is going to hurt a lot, really soon. And sure enough, that's what happens. In the overall scheme of things, I've probably had more significant wounds. But when it comes to the practice of dentistry, then having an open wound on the end of your finger and having an enormous bandage on it basically stopped me from practicing at all. Of all the things I could do, then practicing dentistry was not one of them. I could not comply with hand hygiene guidelines. I could not wash my hands, couldn't put my hands in gloves, couldn't be a dentist. If people are looking for lessons to learn and looking at their own circumstances, there is something I could recommend very highly. Find yourself someone independent from the company, rather than a company representative who's going to review your policies and who is not thinking, if I review these policies, how is that going to affect the commission that the company's going to pay me? I would much rather have someone whose priorities were a lot different to how they're personally going to benefit from my circumstances. I might have had to think about whether I could really manage those expenses that were unavoidable in those 10 weeks when I just couldn't be a dentist. People have said to me, oh geez, that could have been worse. And I say, well, it could have been better too. If that rock had fallen 5 millimetres in the other direction, I wouldn't have had a finger wound at all. I would have thought, geez, that was close, I got away with that, didn't I? But it was in between. I've lost a few millimetres off the end of my finger, and I've learned a valuable lesson in how a possibly not so significant wound can make a dramatic difference to your practicing life in an instant.